So, welcome guys to a brand new video. We are back with another video of reacting to her story, and it's the part 2. And this time it's going to be different because I'm going to be with my friend and we'll be reacting it together. So, let's just jump right in. Wait, press the latest one. Latest.
When a police officer started walking beside me and grabbed my arm. Don't react and keep walking. Someone's following you. I suddenly...
That looks very awkwardly suspicious. Very awkwardly suspicious.
Saw a man in a dark hood 30 feet behind me, matching my pace. I stopped for a second, and he instantly leaned against the wall, trying to seem discreet. The officer told me to stay calm and walk with him. He guided me forward, gripping my...
That is, very suspiciously weird.
Yeah.
So tight, I couldn't pull a... He guided me forward.
First of all, why are you holding her hand like that?
So tight, I couldn't pull away, even if I wanted to. I kept glancing back, and the man was now closer. That's when he walked through a streetlight, and the light shined down on something...
Why is the bro's gonna backstab her? She's gonna backstab her. And wait, do you see on his hoodie that... Do you see in his hoodie that there's something that's her on his shirt? On his hoodie? It says her on it.
Alex sticking from his pocket.
It says her.
Whole body went cold. I pressed...
Someone get the sniper from Rivals or the RPG. This guy needs to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the Remington to go.
Told him what
I'm gonna get the Remington.
Don't worry, we'll get you home. You're safe with me. But then he started steering us away from the lit up main road and onto a darker sidewalk, almost like he was leading me somewhere specific. That, plus his grip on my arm, made me feel uneasy. But when I turned around, the man was now walking straight at me.
MM2. Bro's like, I got to go MM2 mode right now.
This is not MS2. Penelope, get him.
Holding the metallic object and no longer trying to be discreet. I knew I had no choice but to trust the officer. I told him the man was closer, and he looked around, pointing to an alleyway nearby. This cuts through to the other side of the street. You can call a cab from there.
That's so obvious that the police outfit that he's wearing is fake.
Just go with it. But then I saw a taxi sitting 50 feet in with its light on. I told the officer I'll just take this one, but his grip tightened. The man is still too close and the alleyway is safer. He tried...
Why are you keeping it in place? Are you an officer? What? You could have shot him a long time ago.
Yeah, you could have just randomly ran into him and just arrested him a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I yanked my arm free and sprinted. He reached for me, but I was too far away. I got in and locked the door, shaking and unsure what to even think. Then 3 weeks later, I was watching the morning news, and my coffee slipped out of my hands.
There's nothing in there.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
I was watching the morning news, and
there was nothing in your coffee. There's nothing in your cup.
Yeah, nothing in your cup.
Hands. 2 men were arrested for the murder of a woman. The officer who grabbed my arm, and the man in the...
These two are so chopped.
Yeah. What is that hairline?
That's not a forehead, that's a 6 head.
Yeah.
They worked together. The man followed her at night, and the officer lured her into an alleyway under the guise of safety. The woman who trusted the officer...
That is so AI.
That is so AI. By the way, if you see the description of his story and her story, it says be AI in it, in the description.
Really?
Yeah. No, like in the channel description.
Never came home to her kids. We were sitting in the living room watching Shark Tank when my daughter looked at me and said, Mommy, I'm gonna be the youngest CEO in the whole neighborhood. The next weekend,
holy crap, that does not look like lemonade.
Country Time lemonade, like...
Is that Blue Root's tea?
She came up with a bright idea. She spent the morning in our kitchen, mixing what she called gourmet flavors. Watermelon mint.
That looks awkwardly weird. That looks like carbonated blood.
strawberry basil, and something she called lavender honey that actually tasted incredible. She printed labels from our home printer and charged.
Why do they all say her? I wonder
Yeah.
who that is.
I don't know.
I wonder who her is.
Yeah. I really wonder who.
Per cup than every other kid on the block. Our neighbor Mrs. Haggerty was having a yard sale that weekend. Mia knocked on her door and offered her 10% of her profit.
Granny.
Granny.
Granny Smith.
Hmm.
To set up in front of her driveway for the foot traffic. She was out there at 7 in the morning with a painted sign and little sample cups for people to try before they bought.
Gourmet lemonade.
She sold out by noon. Saturday afternoon, she recruited 2 neighborhood kids and gave them matching visors. She trained them on how to greet customers and how to make change. By Sunday morning, she was
The most Timu lemonade stand I've
That's
seen
when the
today.
man with the BMW pulled up. He looked at the stand and said he only had.
Wait, hold on.
Mia reached under.
W.
He looked at the stand and
Wait,
said.
what's that, BMW?
Sunday morning, she was running a 3-11 operation from our front yard. That's when the man in.
Why is there BMW?
The BMW pulled up. He looked at the stand and said he only had Apple Pay. Mia reached under the table and pulled out her dad's portable card reader. She held it up to him. and
Where
said,
did
"No
you
problem,
get that
sir.
from?
Swipe, tap, or contact.
Isn't she too young to have
No
that?
excuses. His mouth
Yeah,
was open
she is.
while a 9-year-old processed his credit card for $3 worth of lemonade.
She is 9 years old, by the way.
Excuses. His mouth dropped open.
Me when I realized there's a in the fridge.
And while a 9-year-old processed his credit card for $3 worth of lemonade, an hour later, a kid 3 houses down set up his own stand. Mia walked over with her biggest smile and said, "Hey Noah, want to merge? We'd cover way more customers together." Intimidated by her professional setup, he agreed immediately. Within an hour, she'd absorbed his whole operation and put him in charge of what she called their satellite location. By the end of the weekend, she counted
The most Timu money I've seen today. The most Timu money I've seen today. But dang, she's rich.
"I just made more money than your Starbucks habit costs you in a week." Then she pulled out a notebook and started flipping through pages of profit margins and expense
Oh, the
tracking for every
handwriting,
flavor.
though.
I asked her where she learned about profit
The handwriting, though.
notebook and started flipping through pages of profit margins.
That's the word. Is that the number 5?
Imagine that
And
was.
expense tracking for every flavor. I asked her where she learned about profit margins. She looked at me like it was the most obvious thing in the world. YouTube, Mom. There's tutorials for everything.
I wonder who that is. I wonder whose channel that
Me
is.
like it was the most obvious thing in the world. YouTube, Mom.
I
Hmm.
wonder,
There's
I
tutorials
wonder
for
whose
everything.
channel that is.
Yeah, I wonder whose channel that is.
I was eating goldfish on the bleachers.
Goldfish.
Two fourth graders asked my teacher if they could play kickball, and she stepped back and threw her hands up. Don't ask me. Ask
They don't have a gun. Why are you putting your hands up?
You're not getting arrested.
the king. They both turned around and walked toward me shaking. They were 2 grades older than me and a foot taller. They stopped at the bottom of the bleachers with their eyes glued to their shoes. Can we please play kickball at recess? I took my time finishing the goldfish in my mouth. I wiped the orange dust off my fingers onto my jeans. Tell me why. They both forced their eyes up to meet mine. The shorter one mumbled it was his birthday. I flicked my fingers like I was swatting flies. Have fun. They thanked me 4 times each before sprinting.
What
off.
is that pose? What is that pose?
Farting. They're farting.
Imagine you're just fart spray in the middle of
Reached in
nowhere.
my bag for another handful of goldfish. A minute later, Mrs. Gibbons walked over with her hands clasped together. Sorry to bother you, Sweetie King. There's a third.
What's up with them calling you Sweetie King?
I told
Freaking.
What's up with
She
them
nodded
doing
and
that
walked
though?
off to find him. That's when a teacher I'd never seen before stormed across the yard.
The hairline, by the way.
What in the world is going on here? Why are these children?
Is that
Probably Timu
acting like
Epstein.
you're in charge. Mrs. Gibbons sprinted back over and grabbed his elbow. Stop talking right now. The new teacher yanked his arm away and turned back to me. I am not letting a second grader run this playground. He marched up the bleachers and grabbed my wrist. You're coming with me to the principal's office right now. Before he
But
could pull me down,
you're not the
2
principal,
men in black
though.
suits came running across the yard. They
Holy crap! Diddy's bodyguards came in the middle of nowhere.
That guy has a fresh haircut though.
Yeah, low-key. I think that's the best haircut I've seen in her story.
Or his story.
Yeah.
a word. I climbed down from the bleachers and crouched next to his ear. Don't you ever disrespect me again. I dropped a goldfish into his mouth, stood up, and walked off.
Damn, talk that talk.
Running out of the building, he took one look and dropped to his
Mr. Clean!
It's Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean?
knees. Please forgive us, Miss Sweetie King. Mr. Dealwood will be fired by the end
What's
of the
up
day.
with
I kept
Mr.
walking past
Clean
him without a word,
calling
munching
you
on
Mr.
goldfish.
Sweetie
The principal
King?
slapped Mr. Dealwood in the back of the head. You idiot. Her family runs the entire underground crime scene. I was pushing my baby on the swings when an old
We're
woman
pushing your
walked up to
baby.
us and said, "Such a beautiful baby. May I see his shoulder?"
Wait a minute, isn't that the granny from the other one?
Pushing my baby
Yeah.
on the swings when an old woman walked up to us.
That's the granny from the lemonade.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful baby. May I see his shoulder? I immediately pulled my son off the swing and backed away. As we left, I heard
How many children does she have?
I don't know.
Like, she had the one from the lemonade one. And like now
She had
has
like
this
so,
one.
yeah, she has like so much
I immediately
children.
pulled my son off the swing and backed
Yeah.
away. As we left, I heard her whisper, "The birthmark. I need to see if he has the birthmark." 2 weeks later, she was parked in front of our building, hunched over her steering wheel, crying. When she saw me notice her, she drove away
The
quickly.
the most fakest cry I've ever seen.
Decided to
Crying over a baby that's not yours.
Yeah.
take him to a smaller park 6 blocks away, just to be safe. But she showed up there too, this time with a teddy bear. The tag was still on it, but it looked old, like it had been saved for decades. I grabbed my son out of the thing and yelled, "Leave us alone!" But she latched onto my shoulder and said,
What is going on? Some Diddy activity is going on. Cops, arrest her now.
"Leave us alone!"
What is what is that?
But she latched onto my shoulder and said, "Please, I just need to know about the birthmark. Does he have a star-shaped mark on his left shoulder?" I yanked her hand off and threatened to call the police. She backed off but followed us home at a distance. My son had the same mark. Please just
stalker?
tell me. The next time she was at the park, a woman was there saying, "Mom, you have to stop this. It's been 40 years. James is gone." The older woman broke
40
in.
years?
"He's not gone. If I could just see the birthmark, I'd know."
Wait, 40 years? How is
Oh.
that baby so young?
Yeah. It has been 40 years. Okay, her story shorts are just made. Stories are just made up. They're just made up at this point.
When I saw her holding an old picture of
That's the exact same thing. How is the baby alive for 40 years?
I don't know.
Finally, all the stomping was more.
Oh.
It's exactly like mine. What's going on? Who is that? I freaked out. The old woman said, "This is my son James. My ex-husband."
I
Then
just.
she pointed at my son's shoulder. James had a perfect star right there. Tell me, does your son have it too? She looked so desperate and broken that I finally answered her. I pulled my son's sleeve back to show him.
Perfect star. That is not a perfect
That's
star.
not a star. What is that? Alibaba, Timo looking thing I ever seen.
That looks like a dino nugget.
Yeah.
The star-shaped birthmark on his left shoulder. The old woman's legs gave out.
Looks like it's a formed. It looks like it's a formed dino nugget.
Yeah.
She sobbed uncontrollably. "My husband has the same birthmark," I said, "and he's adopted." The old woman looked at me and whispered, "What's your husband's name?" "James." I was pushing my baby on the
Okay, guys, that'll be it of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And, is there one thing you want to say?
This one was chopped, by the way.
Okay. And, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm Noberson12.